This right here is a promise to everybody that raised me the right way and told me how not to be when I got back out. I told all my homeboys I was.
But talking about this single, you know what I'm saying, we got to talk about an album, or should we say albums. I mean, goddamn, the man got so much music. I mean, he could drop 2 or 3 albums like right now, really, right now. Because, you know what I'm saying, you want to talk about that, or I know,
well,
you know what I'm saying?
Right now, when I came home, you know,
right.
I dropped my first official album. You know, me, myself, and Ty, me and my daughter on the cover. It's a double disc joint. You know, no commercials at all. I don't know if any other artists ever did it, but I said, fuck it, I ain't giving you no skits, no intros, bitch, it's just music, me. Mm-hmm. And I pretty much just basically brought out my life. You know, I got a song on there, Will I Get Through, where I talk to God. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying, of everything that I've done in my life, will I get through them gates when it comes time for me to go. Mm-hmm. You know, I got Choices, was the song where it's me talking to the devil, where I had the computer change my voice up to sound like the devil. I've got my album it's got so much diversity to it, you know what I'm saying, and I'm pushing my album, but I'm also taking advice from G-Boy. G-Boy I read in the 5-6, the last issue, not the Memorial Day, but the issue before that, the 5-6 magazine, and G-Boy said in the magazine that all you need to do is just get you one single, you know. You don't really, he was like, Huss, and he told me straight up to my face, he was like, Huss, your album hard. But what you need to do is just get one single. Jump behind that one single. It'll save you so much money as far as trying to put all that money behind posters for an album, and covers for an album, and more beats for an album. And all I could do is just get one beat, pay for a beat, studio time, get that one single mix and master, jump behind that single strong. Get it to the DJs, try to get the big booty bitches in the strip clubs to dance to it. You know what I mean? The niggas and the females to chant to it while they in the club and vibing and having fun. And that's what's gonna push you to the next level. So what I'm doing is I'm still pushing my album, but at the same time I'm doing the exact same thing he told me. You feel me? Because shit, look at him. Right. You know what I'm saying? But when I left to go to prison, G-Boy wasn't rapping. G-Boy had an artist. He had another artist that he was pushing. You know, and for me to come home and in less than 2 years, this nigga got to deal with, you know what I'm saying? And every time I go in the club, when they play Beat That Pussy Down, bitch, everybody in the club go bananas. I'm one of them. But for him to tell me that and for me to see it, well, one thing, you could tell me something and me not being able to see it, I probably will listen but won't pay no attention to it. But for me, somebody to tell me something and me be able to see that it's working, then, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and emulate that. Right. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? I kind of slacked up on the album, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, because, you know.
No, but that's smart though, you know, and I'm kind of glad you did say that, because most artists, when they say that, they don't like to, you know, listen to especially another artist, you know, because everybody think it's all about competition. But, you know, G-Boy gave some advice that's important, you know, and I'm kind of glad, you know, so you may say slacked up, but I just saw, you know, 5 CDs of your material, you know, so I'm kind of glad you focusing on one song, because I think if people do hear that one song, they're going to be like, whoa, a big surprise when you hear the rest of your music, you know what I'm saying? Right. So, you know what I'm saying, if you had to, you know, describe your style of music, you know what I'm saying, how would you describe your style, you know what I'm saying, somebody who wanted to listen to Hustla Jones Interviewed, what could they really expect, you know what I'm saying?
L-I-F-E, that's what I always tell them, life. That's what I rap about. I rap about life. If I haven't done it, I don't talk about it. If I, you know what I mean, like for instance, rims. I've never owned a pair. I'll be real with you. I had a lot of quails and stolen cars coming up as a jit, in and out of jail. But me riding, and I look at the other niggas' cars and I salute them niggas because them niggas doing what they doing with what I haven't done yet. But I'm not gonna sit there and get on the song with floss and flaws and be, oh, I'm riding like this, all candy. I'm not gonna do that. You feel me? That's something I will not do. Right. Now, don't get me wrong, another man might come to me and be like, hey man, jump on this song. He rapping about that shit. Now he's had it, but he wants me on the song. I get on the song, but it's the way I'm gonna do my verse. I might talk about how I want it, you know what I mean, when I get a deal or when I do get to the point where I'm gonna rap like this or whatever, or the niggas who influenced me to get this type of shit, but I'm not gonna talk about shit that I had when I didn't have it. Right. You feel me? Because all the time, that's all I see. Trust me, just last night, I'm at my boy Cut'em Club. You feel me? This a dude on the stage rapping, and I'm like, damn, this nigga looks so familiar to me. And then all of a sudden it dawns on me. When I was in prison at Belgrade, this nigga was an officer walking around doing rounds. Now this nigga on stage rapping. You feel me, about old dope and keys, and I'm listening to his lyrics. I'm like, nigga, I watch you every night come through roll call and make me say my real name and my DC number, but you talking about birds and kilos and candy paints and all this type of, you know, that's what's wrong with music, you know what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with music, my nigga. When Pac and them was doing their thing and Big and MJG and they was in their prime and that was music back then. You feel me? And that's what's been so diluted with this music. That's why I said what I said earlier. I like the swag movement because you're able to talk about how you are and how you vibe. Right. You feel me? Maybe that'll keep some of these busters from saying, you know, oh my nigga, I was doing this and doing that and doing this and doing that and never was. You know what I mean? Making money off my lifestyle, or the next nigga that done been down lifestyle and we struggling and can't get there because, you feel me? Because that's what the labels are getting right now. They grabbing the niggas who they rather, instead of putting their money into a nigga who done been through this for real, because they scared they might lose their investment money with him going to jail or doing some shine shit, shooting at a club or some shit. Instead, they grabbing these niggas who schoolboys, who talking the lifestyles that me or the next man and other dudes done been through, and now these niggas blowing up and they got all these other kids, little kids thinking that's the life because these niggas screaming it, but they not living it. Right. You feel me? And that's what's diluting music right now. It's not real. The real substance. That's why I understand what Nas said. Hip hop is dead. I understand to a certain extent of what he says. Now, some of that shit might come out of beef and hatred because we're on top right now in the South, but a lot of that shit is coming from the real of what's going on right now. This shit is dead. Yeah. You feel me? It is.
I feel that, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of deadness and all that, we got to talk about, you know, where this whole Palm Beach kind of scene, it's like a movement, but, you know, the whole Palm Beach underground movement, we going places, but you know, you want to share some light on what your thoughts and what you feel about this whole, you know, this whole scenery, the whole movement and everything, you know?
Let me give it to you like this, though.
Right.
I like to always bring up prison because that's the real world. You feel me? Real talk. If you look, this is an everyday thing with me. In my pocket, as you can see, that's my prison identification card. This is what you order your canteen with. This is what you gotta walk around with. You know what I'm saying? So them fuck ass crackers can know who you are. Right. Now, I don't have to carry this no more. You feel me? Cause I'm free now. But I carry it. I have my regular driver's license, but I carry it because it shows me that there's a place that you can be hidden. You feel me? This is the real world. This is where you actually see what's really going on. And why I say this is, with the question you just asked me, if you go to a prison rec yard, dog, you'll see your Haitians over here. You'll see your Caucasians over here. You'll see your Mexicans over here. Your Jamaicans over here. In other words, what I'm saying is you see unity. You feel me? Even though everybody's spread amongst races, we're all inmates. We're all one when it comes to united inmates. But as far as like ethnic groups, everybody sticks together. If you see one Chico get jumped on by an officer, you see all them Chicos coming from everywhere to jump on them officers, throwing rocks at them or jumping on them physically. Same thing with the Haitians, same thing with the Jamaicans. You feel me? And back to what we were saying, this hip hop scene. If you look at Dade County, you see Briscoe, you see the Rick Rosses, you see what I'm saying? You see what DJ Khaled is doing. He's bringing what's called unity. Nigga, Queen Latifah spoke about it in '93, UNITY. Because if we stick together, we can become something. You see all the noise they're making down there in Dade? You see Lauderdale's falling behind and doing the same thing. You see the unity them niggas up there in Georgia got, and Houston got, and New York, Cali. We don't have that here in Palm Beach. And that's why, for so many years, we can go all the way back to Splack Pack. Nobody has really made any big noise here. You've seen the Triple J. Listen to the names that are icon names that everybody in this city knows. Triple J, 21 Reese, Suave Smooth. You feel me? 2 Slabs, Eric B. them. You feel me? Even those names in those different cities. You feel me? All over. But we're all segregated, bro. This whole underground hip hop scene in Palm Beach County reminds me of the 60s and 50s. Segregation. Because niggas in Revere just want to fuck with niggas out of Revere. Niggas downtown really want to fuck with niggas out of downtown. Lake Worth the same way, Boynton the same way, the Muck the same way. But it shouldn't be like that.